What is happening, guys? Welcome back to Red Bear's Garage, and this is episode 2 of the ultimate overlanding trailer for a go-kart or a car. Depends on what you want to pull it with. So in the last episode, you saw us build the main frame, and we also built these trailing arms. We have them flipped up. The trailer is upside down on our table. So we haven't added a lot of structural rigidity to it. So if you was to grab this corner right now, you could actually flex the trailer. So what we're going to be doing is adding a bunch of cross supports. And we've already got all these pre-cut and everything cleaned because we got to weld all these in to be able to mount our airbags. These are max heating rods, airbags. These come with a pump, a gauge. They're about 200 bucks, and they have 6.5 inches of travel. Well, I wanted a little bit more travel out of my trailing arms than that, so what we're going to do is move them a little bit up, probably about a foot from the actual axle center line. So this hole right here, this larger hole, is where the bottom is going to bolt, because this is the top of the trailing arm where the bottom would bolt on. So these are the cutouts from these holes. What we're going to do is put them inside there. Easy. What we're going to do is put them inside there. We're going to clamp a piece of flat stock across this. I'm going to tack them on the back side. And then I can weld. We beveled them and weld that up really good. That'll give us a 3/8 bolt for this bottom. Then once we have that, we can flip the trailing arm down lightly. We already got the frame marked out. The bag is going to sit about here. Then we can figure out in CAD a plate that'll bolt to both these, give us a cutout so this can pass through it when installing it, and our airbag will sit about there. Then we'll put either a go-kart shock or maybe a Jeep Cherokee or a Jeep Wrangler shock, something lightweight back here without the spring on it. You know, just use a shock absorber. Beauty about airbags, we can adjust it for how much weight we have and fully tune our suspension very quickly. And the pump and everything will be mounted in the trailer box. So what we're going to do is get all these plates welded in, weld these discs in, and then we can start mocking up where the airbag goes, get everything done. Once we get all that done, we do have our tires. We'll flip this over, mount our tires, set it on the ground, see what it looks like, mount our tongue box. And then once we brace everything, we can pull it around the yard with a go-kart. So let's get to work. We gotta weld these plates in first to find out where the airbag's gonna lie, then we can do everything else. So let's get right into it. So we got the trailing arm flipped down. So this is that. We put a bevel, so the bevel's gonna go down. So what we can do is center that, tack it a bunch of times around that, and then flip it and do the main weld. We'll do this for both of our trailing arms. Loosen this. Okay. All right. Put that over. Now we have nice. All right, so now we copy this on the other side. So we called the parts store that didn't have a shock that would work. So this is a 150cc rear shock that you can get on Amazon, and we took the spring off of it. So what I did was cut a 1-inch slug out of 1 inch, drilled a hole and tapped it to 3/8. Then we took a 1 7/8 notched slug that you saw us making, drilled and tapped it as well. So now we can take this, I'm going to weld it at the airbag. And the reason I'm welding it at the airbag is because of the travel we need. These shocks only have a few inches of travel, like 4 inches. So what this will allow is we'll get into the rubber bump stop on this before the airbag runs out of travel. And then we can eventually buy a rubber bump stop to set in here that the swing arm smacks. So we're not, you know, this isn't our bump stop, because this is just a little bumper. You really wouldn't want to use this as a bump stop. And what we're going to do is cut some like 1.5 inch gussets to go in here, probably 1 inch by 2 inch. So we have 2 inch on this, and they'll just come up and support it on each side just to make this stronger. Then we'll do like 1 inch by 1 inch gussets down here, and I'll probably even put a top on this bar to support it. But that should be where we can kind of test it.
Try.
So that's where we kind of wanted it, because the airbag's not out of travel yet. The airbag's not out of travel just yet. I can't really tell a difference. Oh, you saw it, same bounce. So yeah, that's working. It'll still give us plenty of travel at the wheel.
Try just dropping it, like letting go from the top. What it looks like. Yeah. It didn't let bounce.
These shocks, for one, they're cheap, so they have to prime themselves. Like a couple bumps primes them. Like, it's weird how they work. We put 6 inch gussets on the neck tube here, and we put this big wing gusset here. Yeah, to just super strength. This is overbuilt like a son of a mother, son of a monkey's uncle. So, and you can see all of our bracing we did on the frame. It's ultra. We're trying to just keep any kind of flex out. And when we build the upper portion of the tent, it'll get rid of a lot of that. So, okay, so I'm gonna weld these out, and then we can get this thing on the ground and get the tires installed. That's what I'm excited about. And the tongue box installed. Alright, you put the wheel on? Yep. Let's see it. Alright, there. There it is. Clisters, you can see. There we go. Alright now. Okay, so this is a trailer sitting under its own weight, of course, other than the tongue. We're completely squatted, pretty much. Yeah, we're completely squatted in this hog. So this is how we did the airbag plates. You can see we're going to have a notch in the floor here, and the hose will pass through and go safely. We haven't fully figured it out, but we'll have diamond plate aluminum as the floor, because for one, that gives you grip. We already have it. We have a ton outside. We can make it 2-piece, so it can fall in, or one big sheet. So shocks are mounted. Those tires are sick. I think these tires are about $250 for the rims and tires. What's cool is this is the same lug pattern as our 999 buggy, and we're about to build a four-wheel drive buggy to pull this, and it'll have the same wheels and tires, 26 inch, so we could literally use spares from either or. So we mounted this Harbor Freight tongue box. I will say this about these Harbor Freight tongue boxes: they're super nicely made. The paint on them is garbage. It looks great, but if we showed you the one shown on camera, this has been outside for a year and it's already completely almost gray. So this paint does not hold up in weather, which is crazy.
Just going on a trailer, which is going to be in the weather. So
this is the pump that came with the airbags. We have the controller hooked up. I'm not wiring a bunch of stuff yet because we don't have all of our accessories. We got 12-volt Hercules battery. They actually mark plus and minus, so hot and ground. So I'm gonna just tap this,
Oop.
and then we can show the trailer.
I'm gonna get low so you can see it airing up.
Yeah, so we're gonna air this hog up. Okay, so that's about 10 psi. So Lonnie's going to stand on it now.
Make sure the tongue don't
Flip up.
flip out.
You can see the suspension.
Pretty good. Not bad.
Yeah, I mean, because we don't have any weight on this. The tent, the coolers.
I'm not that much weight.
Lonnie's 100 and what, 40?
45.
40 pounds?
145.
When my clothes are wet, they're way more than that. Oh, so that's sick. So now get me airing it down. That's what's sick. Also, I wish the air down valve was nicer. It's just, it's slow. But that is pretty sick. And real nice. Air it all the way down. Lay it on frame. We got a low
Bagged.
Bagged. That's sick though.
Oh yeah.
That's it. There's no pressure.
Is that a pillow on the dryer?
Yeah, it is. We keep it fresh around here.
That looks sick though.
Yeah, this is going with airbags was definitely the right move. For sure.
And it's cool because we're learning them. You've never done them before.
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever mounted airbags. With Lonnie jumping on it, like those shocks are working great. And the best thing, we blow the shocks. We order Amazon freaking cheap shocks, pull the springs off of them. Now we're going to hook it up to something, and we may even slap a vehicle on it.
Just to do it.
Yeah, I think put like Grayson's go-kart if it's high. It might
I'll
be too
put it back
long.
to 10 psi and see how that
Yeah,
feels.
that's what I'm saying. Air it back up, hook it up to the 999 is going to be nose down because we need an adjustable hitch for this setup, and this just has a ball.
That's what I was thinking. With any type of buggy, I feel like the nose is going to be down. They don't
feel like
sit
we
this
buy
high.
the adjustable hitch.
Yeah.
So when you can adjust it out. I mean, that's what's going to have because every buggy's different. Whatever buggy we pull it with, and we could build that, but they're not that much to buy. So, all right. So we'll come at you when we're hooked up and ready to haul, baby. This is the tow rig. So I have already pulled it a little bit. I will tell you one thing, it pulls extremely nice. There's no like weirdness about it. It's super smooth. And this go-kart probably weighs around 400 pounds. I would imagine something around that. This is probably a little lighter than what the trailer will actually be loaded down. I would say we'd have double this go-kart weight. Plus this go-kart weight's really tall. Where there'll be a lot of weight down low, but we're gonna take it down through the field. I've got a bunch of GoPros so we can see the suspension of we only have like around 20 psi in the airbags. I can air it up even more, but it seems to do really good at the level it is. So we'll take it around and then we'll go in the woods off-road and see what it handles. This 999 pulls it like a dream. So let's go do it. Buggy around, so I really don't want to go on the backside. We have to add reverse to this very soon. I've never added the front brake, but the back brakes are stopping it pretty decent. You just gotta really push on them things. But the best thing about a swing arm is the weight of the trailer isn't squatting the suspension of my buggy. So I still have full suspension on normal travel of this buggy. That's the only good side about swing arms. Try to go this way. Could 100% pull it with this buggy. The only downside is you don't have reverse on this one, but since this does have a swing arm, it's really nice because none of the weight of the trailer's on the suspension, so my buggy's still riding super comfortably. So honestly, it might be nice to do a swing arm style buggy to pull this. Do I want to do that? No, but it might be something to do. But it pulled it great. I went all through the back of the woods, pulled every hill, steep hill, like no problem. And it rides, I thought I'd get on these steep hills and it'd want to flip the trailer, you know, but And I have no chains on it, nothing. You know, I just got it latch. So that's a huge success. She rides real good. Like I said, when we have the actual weight on the trailer, like the generator and stuff, it'll be a little low. It'll be the same. That go-kart looks tall, but the weight's down low because the engine's mounted. But we got to fix Grayson's go-kart. It has a few little things with it, and then I think we should pull this trailer with his go-kart just to see if a 212 will do it. It probably won't, but we can try it. It has a hitch on it. But huge success. So let us know what you think about this Overlanding trailer. I really like it. I think it turned out awesome. Next episode, we're going to build the upper level to it that'll hold the actual tent, and the fender slashed rock sliders, because the fender flares will be the rock sliders, because this puppy's wide.
You got a kind of a limb stuck in your
Yeah,
tire
I hit
now.
a tree hard. Like, I don't know, I think I de-rooted it or something. I don't know. Super nice. Oh yeah, see. I've been dragging it. Where was it stuck at?
Oh,
It did nick my shock. I mean, it was fine, it didn't hurt it. But I have this aired down, I mean, quite a bit. It can go up a lot, but there's no need for it. So I was probably catching all kinds of trees with this buggy. But yeah, let us know what you think about this trailer build. I think it's freaking awesome. Pulls great. I haven't put it on the road yet. I do think once we get weight on it, I should hook it to my truck and go take it 60 mile an hour and see what happens. But yeah, let us know if you want to see anything different about it, what you'd like to add. We are reading your comments. A lot of people's comments is stuff we've basically already had on the agenda, like fuel cans, traction plates, stuff like that. So I'm excited. We need to build the buggy next once this is done. So there'll be one more episode, maybe two, on this trailer till it's 100%. Maybe the fourth episode will be painting it and stuff and doing the little decimals, lights and stuff. But let us know what you think. I freaking love it. Super pumped. I can't wait for Lonnie to come over and take it through the woods too. All right, so back in the garage to upgrade even more.